This morning I woke up and I immediately heard, you may not know all the questions, but you always have all the answers. And then my alarm clock rang and I was like, what? I, I couldn't make out the voice. You may not know all the questions, but you'll always know the answers. And I thought about it this morning. So I got dressed and then I started to journal. And I was journaling to my grandmother, who's on the other side. And I call her Mama. I said, Mama, if I was sitting at your kitchen table right now, what would you tell me? What would you want me to know right now? And she began pouring out to me. And it was like reading her old letters. I still have some of her letters. We used to write each other a lot. I used to leave college in the 90s and I would drive about an hour and a half to the country just to sit between her legs and talk and watch TV. And in the journal this morning, she mentioned what I heard this morning. She said, "Yeah, that was me reminding you that no matter what you come up against, no matter what questions you have or what you endure, you will always know the answer because you are the answer. It doesn't matter what the question is, it always comes back to you, Kim." I was like, wow. Not that I can solve all my problems. She was referring to the fact that when I go back into my inner sanctuary, my home place, and I connect with my ancestors, with God, with my higher self, with the divine within, I always get what I need. I always get the answer. It doesn't matter what the question is when you know you are connected to the source of all questions. And that was powerful. It was empowering and it was what I needed to hear. Like, I'm an overthinker. So I'm like, XYZ, what's this going to be? And she's like, no, 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 no. You don't have to worry about what the question is. You just need to know what to do. Tap into yourself to find the answer because you will always have the answer when you do that. I'm not going to cry. My grandmother was like, she poured so much into me. I know she's my guardian angel. I know she's here right now. She comes to me in my dreams, warns me about things that I don't always listen to. She brings me messages to deliver to other people that they don't listen to. And then she brings other messages for those people that says, no, I need you to listen to this. I had to tell her one time, I'm out of it. Y'all, that's between y'all. I'm not delivering no more messages, mama. Yeah. No matter what the question is, you have the answer because you are the answer. And again, it's not about not asking for help. That's not what she was saying. It was about communing with your higher self, connecting with the divine within, God, source, whatever you call it, spirit guides. Not letting the rat race, the noise distract you. You got to get quiet. You got to get into your secret place, your sacred sanctuary. You got to go away. You got to hide out somewhere for a good 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes. Sometimes I'm in prayer and meditation. Sometimes I'm in prayer. Sometimes I'm in prayer and meditation for so long I don't realize it's been an hour or two. And I'm like, ooh, I have to set alarms so that I remember I gotta go to bed. It's because time is a human construct. Time doesn't exist in the spiritual realm. So that's why when I'm meditating, when I'm in that space, it'll be 2 hours and it'll feel like I was in there for 2, 3 minutes. And I'll have so much that I gained from that experience. I just wanted to share that. Somebody needs to know that. I know I did. It helped me. It's such a blessing, connecting with our ancestors. Ancestral memory has been something that monotheistic religion, Abrahamic religion has demonized. It's separated us, it's severed us from our indigenous spiritual belief and way of knowing. Culturally, that was essential to our being, our survival, but more importantly, to our being, our wholeness. You take away a part of us if you take away how we spiritually commune with a higher powers. And if you demonize it and tell us it's not right, if I alchemize, if I light a candle and pray, I'm not worshiping my ancestors, but I pray. I thank my ancestors. They're in a different dimension, but they're still here. I just can't, well, I see them sometimes. I hear them. And there was a time I would be afraid to admit that. I'm not afraid anymore. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I feel honored. Yeah, you have all the answers. You just need to know where to go inward to quiet your mind, to recognize the voice and the knowing that that is the answer that's coming from the divine. Some people are like, well, how do I know it's the divine? How do I know it's my higher self and not just me or some demonic presence? I'm like, well, you're gonna know. Do you not trust your intuition? Do you not trust yourself? Anything that is speaking to you that you hear, if it is not for your higher good or for the higher good of others, then it ain't it. If it's ego filled, if it's for your ego to make you look or feel a certain kind of way about something, whether it's, pompous or guilt, that ain't it. It's always a language that's abstract, almost even like mathematical. Like you may not know the question, but you know the answer. I was like, is this the Matrix? I actually had to Google it. I was like, was this a quote from the Matrix? It was a similar kind of thing, but it wasn't the same. She was reminding me that, hey, you're doing the right thing. You're searching for answers, searching for questions. You already know where to go for the answers. It don't matter what the question is. You don't have to know the question. And pretty much it's like, what is your purpose? Well, your purpose here is to understand why you're here. It's not always the carrying out of the purpose. It's the understanding why you're here to carry it out. That makes sense? Because once you understand your why, then you can understand your how. I know why I'm here. I carry physical marks on my body as ancestral memory of why I'm here. Why are you here? You have purpose. You're here for a reason.